Northern YTPC, I'm back. Just a quick one. This it's awful outside, so I thought, well, I'll do another video. Nothing else to do. Good health. Different pipe now. One of you asking to get me savinellis out. Well, I've got a savinelli 623 to Roma. It's a 6mm pipe. Grand pipes these. I must smoke these more often. Pipes are there to be smoked, aren't they? And in it, I've got some Dan tobacco, Da Vinci. Excuse me. It's Virginia and black Cavendish mixture, and the flavouring is wine, honey, and vanilla. And it's not a bad smoke. Out of this and the sweet vanilla honeydew, I prefer the sweet vanilla honeydew, but this is still not a bad smoke. It's a ribbon cut. And you're definitely getting the wine in it, definitely. And the honey's in the background. You're getting the honey aftertaste, I think I'd say, in that vanilla. And I say it's not a bad smoke. But out of the two, I prefer the sweet vanilla honeydew. You can hear that wind. Absolutely hellish out there. Bird feeder, there's an eye on the corner that way. Swinging in the wind. Yeah, it's a rough day. It's never really let up. It wasn't so bad this morning. I say I got round my more traps. Got a few more of them. They're now strung on the fence. And then I managed to dodge. What it was spitting on. It was windy like, but it's raining. It's raining like hell now. So I'm in with my feet up in front of the fire, keeping warm. I haven't really seen many videos this morning. There was a few to catch up with, which were like on the air rifle side. I wanted to get them watched, and then I watched Brody Joe's Cortes this morning. And it's just a day for sat down now. It really is. It's just one of them days. So say things are moving on with Steve. Chronicles of a Half-Wit. He's got a date for his mum's funeral. So in one sense that'll be good. He'll be able to move on and get sorted out. And like I say, move on as such, like as sad as it is. But it's not a bad tobacco, this. Not bad at all. I think the more you get into it, the more you appreciate it. Like once you had a couple of balls, you can get in the flavours more. Well, that's a good tobacco which I've smoking before. Salty Dogs, that's a belter. A right good tobacco. Oh, now then, some of you are asking what knife do I use to cut my plugs up with. And I've kept meaning to say this. I use one of these. You open it up. It's a number 7. Just a grand little knife. It's not a big knife. But by God, they don't have folding edge on them. Like you get a steel. I use a steel to sharpen mine up, and by God, you can get an edge on these. I dare say I could shave with this when it's all sharpened up. But that's what I used to cut my plugs up with. They're not expensive, and an ideal knife just slices through those plugs. It really does. So I was looking for that picture again. That picture when I walked through into the kitchen and saw that motorbike, but I still can't find it. I've been rocking about, and when I find it, I'll show you it. I just don't know what I've done with my photo albums. They'll be somewhere, no doubt, knowing me. I'll put them out, they'll be obviously out at the road because I can't bloody find them. But there you go. When I'm sitting here on a quiet day, when you just sat back having a pipe, and you've got your Cellaway drum next to you, and there's nothing else on. All you've got in the background is that grandfather's clock ticking. You hear it? And that takes me back to when I was a kid at my Uncle Tom's. He'd say, "Go and wind that clock up, Wilty." And he showed me how to wind that clock up from a very, very early age. He showed me how it all worked inside, which way the change ran and all the rest of the stuff. And it just tick tock, and it's just so soothing, relaxing. And there's that cupboard up there, dates back to the 1700s. He used to keep his tobacco in there. Go and get us a packet of twist out of yon cupboard, Wilty. Go and get us a box of matches out of that yon cupboard, Wilty. Go and get some gas out of that cupboard, Wilty. See if there's any flints in that cupboard, Wilty. He was a lazy bugger, he really was. He wouldn't get off his ass to go up. He was. Me poor Auntie Margaret. Cat would jump up at window. He'd be there pointing at window with his pipe. "Hey, cat wants to be in, let cat in. Like, as if he was glued to that chair. Bless him. But by God, I do miss them, I do. They were like my second mother and father, they really were. Like from 6 weeks old, I was getting dumped off with them and getting looked after. I say 6 weeks or 6 months, it was 1 or 2 anyway. Maybe 6 months. Aye. Get in yon cupboard and get us a packet of tobacco. And that clock, I sit here in silence and listen to that clock, and I kind of picture myself sat in their living room and looking across at my Uncle Tom over there. Because in their house, grandfather's clock was in this corner. Aye, good times, they really were good times. I don't think there was a day went by when I didn't call in to see them anyway. When I was up at the Dale, and even when I was away serving, I'd still phone them up when I could. They were. And they never judged you, unlike others would. So all he smoked was twist, Kendall Brown twist. And he had two pipes, well he had a few pipes, he had his two pipes, his main pipes. And there were Dr. Plum, straight billiards. One every day, one, and one for best. If you went out anyway, he'd have one for best. And that's all they had back then. He had a few more pipes, and when he died, they got I think I maybe said this before, they got a 10-ton trailer in, and they just threw everything into that trailer, including all his... It's sad. All he had Mason pipes. They're right in them, in your boxes, like Mason's coming, like proper hinged cases sort of thing. There was one Mason, it had like a red. I remember it had like a red bench stem on it, and there's a few pipes that would cut like it. To the room, as they called it. In that press, there were lots of pipes in there, and they all got chucked in this 10-ton trailer. Anything. What it was bloody criminal. It really was, and it just all got chucked into a bottom of into a bell hole, and covered up with muck. And a bell hole, if you don't know what that is, where a mine's like dropped in sort of thing, and it's left like a bell-shaped, upside-down bell-shaped hole in ground. It all got tipped into the pipes and all. God, it was. I wish I'd been there, I know that much. My God, no. There was one youth, as fast as they were putting stuff in, he was taking stuff out and taking it back to his house. Aye, never mind. Can't do naught about it now, can we? And look at this time, 12 minutes, about waffling about absolutely bugger all. So, are we going to have a savinelli Sunday then? Because we have Mason Mondays, don't we, and what have yous, and Falcon Fridays. What about savinelli Sundays? See how that works. Right, everyone. 12 minutes, far too long again. As always, be kind to each other, because if we're all kind to each other, we all get on, don't we? I'm going to go and feed these dogs now. You have a good rest of the day. Ta-da now.